Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto?
Oh shit. What up, what up? My bad, my bad. Y'all can hear me now? How's everybody doing, man? Juke, why you mad at me, gang? Y'all can hear me now. You still can hear me now. How's everybody doing? Am I still muted? Your mic lower than your music on? Oh my gosh. How's everybody doing? Can we hear me? Can you hear me now, nigga? Can you hear me now? How's everybody doing, man? Welcome back to another stream. Where you at, family? Your music loud as shit. Niggas, okay, niggas are just, alright, I'm cutting the music. I'm cutting the music since niggas are just mad today. Niggas are just angry today. Everybody's just pissed. Niggas coming in, goddamn. Goddamn. I was in a good mood. But we beefing? If that's how we starting the stream, alright, come on, man. Everybody put their hands up since we beefing then. Fuck it. Fuck it. Since we beefing then, that's how we want to move? How's everybody doing, man? Love y'all, bro. It's been a minute. It's only been a couple of days. But we're back. We're back. What's good, Yelena? Doing good. Out here, my G. Wagwan, Mel. Chilling. Tomorrow's the 4th of July. Y'all got plans? Yo, Heezy. What's good, man? Been chilling. Nothing too crazy. My nigga Yellow. What up? What up? Adorable dog. Y'all already know what it is. That boy Karama. That's messed up, bro. What's messed up? What'd I do? What did I do? Bad news, Berto. I lost my 86. I know. I wasn't gonna get on your ass, Juke, but I was genuinely thinking to myself, not too long ago, I was like, where the fuck Juke been, bro? I feel like she kind of just been poking her head in and dipping. What's up? You don't fuck with me no more, Juke? I know you got a life IRL, but like, you Juke messed up. You gotta be locked in with me forever, twin. What's going on, big dog? What happened? Motherfucker having too much fun in the real world, huh? Forgetting about big old Bert. What's good, Aimbot Machine? How are you, man? Welcome to the stream. We're dual streaming today. We got YouTube up as well. What up, YouTube? How you guys doing? I'll be here, though. I know, but I feel like, you know what I'm talking about, Juke. Like, you be here, but you kind of like, you not lurking, but you be like, you know what I'm saying? You don't be chatting as much. So I don't even really know. What's the title? We got some shit to get into today. We got some good reacts today. What we getting into? We got some good reactions today. Apparently Ice Spice out here letting Spider-Man, the GOAT Spider-Man though. And this is why Tobey Maguire is the GOAT. This is why Tobey Maguire is the GOAT, man. I always knew Tobey Maguire had good taste. That nigga said he want him a little Ice Spice. But apparently Ice Spice and Tobey Maguire are a thing, so we're going to get into that today. And we got some more other reactions to get into. Thinker, what's good? Believe it or not, I'm starting to remember your name, Thinker. Just go ahead and change it back for me, though, bro. Fuck. Carrie, what's good? What's good? Before we get into the reacts today, y'all got any plans for the weekend? What's niggas getting into for the 4th of July joint? What y'all doing for the 4th of July? 4th of July. Got any plans? I ain't gonna lie, I didn't find out it was 4th of July tomorrow till today. I was getting my hair cut. Just got that fresh cut. What y'all think about the cut though? Ooh. Us. I was getting a fresh cut, and I just overheard my barber on the phone talking about it was the 4th of July, and I was like, oh shit, well, maybe I need to figure something out. That's my damn problem. Every day be the same. I can't tell the fucking difference. He's dipping in the chocolate, man. Man, I already knew what type of timing Tobey Maguire was on once he played Venom. Venom Spider-Man, that's all I needed to see. My nigga's on demon time. Berto, you about to watch that new Spider-Man movie? Of course. Of course, my nigga. Holly, what up? We can see the fireworks from your house. You know what? That might actually not be a bad idea. I spark up an IRL stream, and we watch the fireworks together. What y'all think? He still got that venom in him for sure. Oh, yeah. The venom never left. When he went like this and ripped it off, he kept a little piece in his pocket. Junior, what's good? I'm going to be doing fireworks by myself. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Probably what I'm going to be on, man. My lonely soul. Ain't nobody fucking with me. I'm going to be just posted up dolly with Karamawama, watching some fireworks from the balcony. Maybe I should spark up stream. Then I can have some company at least. Hey, that man Toby invited to the cookout. Facts. You changed the cam, it looks smooth. So I actually went back to my regular cam, which is the better camera. I mean the better lens. But I have that really wide lens that gets the whole room. And I love that lens, but I low-key been wanting to look a little bit crispier. So I'm glad you kind of noticed that. So I went back to this other lens. I'm probably gotta go buy a new wider lens, because it's just not as nice as this one, if I'm being honest. But I love the other one because it gets to capture the entire room. You know? Rich ad view. Nah, I'm broke, man. What you talking about? Rich. Who's rich? I'm not rich. Y'all rich? Who's rich? Who's rich? Not I. Name one song my Clash, Berto. What you mean? Name one song. Oh, because of my shirt. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I just like the shirt. I'm not overly tapped in. I'm not overly tapped in. Yo, you ever doing your mouth? What? Yo, you ever doing your mouth liminal space videos? I don't know what the fuck that is, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm broke as a joke, son. Facts. I hear you, gang. I'm right here with you, gang. I'm right here with you, gang. Broke as a joke, no fault. Crazy work. Put me on, though. What song do I need to tap into, thinker? Read your shirt. The title is there. London Calling. Ah, fuck. You should have told me that earlier, Carrie. I wouldn't have outed myself. I wouldn't have outed myself as a fraud. I would have been like, oh, of course. Of course, I'm overly tapped in. I'm overly tapped in. Bro, stop lying. You make 6 figures. What? Who told you I made 6 figures? Where'd you get that information from, gang? Who told you that? Who told you that, brother? 7? All right, now you're just making shit up. 7 figures? I ain't making 7 figures, gang. I'm not making 7 figures. 7 figures is... What's 7 figures? That's 7 figures a million? Yeah, I'm not a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire. Not yet. Bro, rolling in bread. Come on, bro. Berto, do anime reactions. Well, I don't have an anime reaction today, but I have a fictional reaction. I plan to make that a little bit more consistent. So stay tuned in the stream. We can definitely get into some fictional reactions today. Some fictional reacts. Do a CJ the Champ vid? Nah, we're not going to do CJ the Champ today. But we definitely going to... I promise you we're going to start running through CJ the Champ's catalog because I have not watched all his videos. I haven't watched all his videos. What's good, Blue Sweat? You should listen to that Clash album. It's great. That's a bet. I'm going to definitely tap in. Pablo, what up, my boy? Bro, you got to do more CJ's peak. Of course. I was overly entertained with the first one. His vids are just so fucking long. I can't cap. But we're definitely going to do more. So make sure you guys are tapped in, man. Where you at, family? Let me get that word of the day, Elena. We should add a Discord channel for suggestions for you. Maybe people can give you ideas. For sure. I'm pretty sure we low-key already have one on Discord. But I got to do a better job of tapping in on Discord so everybody can be more active. Because at this point, for whatever reason, y'all don't want to fuck with me on Discord. So fine, I'll do it myself. Fine, I'll do it myself. We're going to bring back Berto Talks. I already said that. I haven't picked a day yet, but it's in my brain now. I'm bringing back Berto Talks because you niggas, I go into my Discord. How we got thousands of niggas in Discord? Nobody's tap in, bro. I'm disappointed in y'all niggas, honestly. I'm about to start pulling up and beating y'all up, man. I'm about to start pulling up and beating niggas up. Because y'all niggas supposed to be there for me. But it's alright, bro. I'll just do it myself. Fuck. Berto Talks coming back? Yes, sir. I gotta pick a day. Do you stream full time? I would say I'm a full-time YouTuber. The goal is to get to streaming full-time, but I'm a full-time YouTuber. Like, I make a living off of YouTube. But we definitely growing the stream. YouTube, tap into the Twitch. Click the link in the description. Join the Twitch. We're definitely trying to grow that. But word of the day, man. The delay is not denial. I'm preparing you for what you prayed for. In the Lord's name, in Jesus' name, amen. Can I get an amen in the chat?
Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto?
Let's get into it. First vid of the day, Ski. Where you at, family? Overly tapped in. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Without y'all, I am nothing. So just know that I am overly grateful. overly grateful for every single one of you guys that tap in, especially if y'all pulling up to the streams, because that really means a lot to me right now. Let's get into it. Where you at, family? First vid of the day. Let's go. 3, 2, spam up.
Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto?
YouTube channels that should not exist.
Oh my god, why is he pulling his meat out?
Whoa.
Join me as we explore the worst corners of YouTube. I'm not talking about those Fortnite twerk videos that we used to go into as kids. I'm talking about entire Reddit.
Who is we? Who is we? You cannot open up a vid like that talking about we. It's not we. That's just a you thing, my nigga. Speak for yourself.
Communities like r/YouTube NSFW where Gooners share their findings. Now obviously the worst videos get age restricted or taken down, so NSFW creators use loopholes to get around YouTube's filters, like yoga done in skin tight clothes or try on videos with see-through outfits or breastfeeding pump tutorials. And they all
YouTube allows breastfeeding pump tutorials? I ain't gonna lie, bro. The fact that YouTube allows breastfeeding pump tutorials on their platform, but I get demonetized for saying nigga, somebody gotta see me about that. Somebody gotta see me like that about that. That's not fair, bro. You're telling me that I can get demonetized and get my videos taken down for saying nigga as a black person, but there's literal women with their titties and breasts out just shaking them like this in front of a fake doll's face? Because I know they're not feeding real babies. They streamlining that straight to their OF career, gang. That's some bullshit, my nigga. That actually just pissed me off.
Suspiciously linked to an OnlyFans in their bio.
Whoa!
This breastfeeding pump tutorial has over 2 million views and I couldn't find a single mom in the comment section. I want you in my life to explain this every day. Here's a group of YouTubers who ought to be put in the brazen bowl. Channels that collect videos of women for, you know, like this channel called Hopeless Legman, which has 150,000 subscribers and thousands of weather report videos. But I have a feeling he isn't a weather enthusiast because of thumbnails like these. This channel is monetized, by the way. So this random guy is just printing money feeding these poor reporter ladies to the mob of quote-unquote cultured men. What's worse is when freaky content is aimed at kids. Like this channel called Shappy Sway has animations centering around these cute dog characters where all the jokes are about sex, gay sex, or unconsensual sex. And they say this content is for grown-ups in their bio, which, first of all, that's a suspicious word choice because grown-ups is what you call adults when you're talking to little kids. And second of all, you can tell by the comments that it's exclusively children watching these videos. Bro shook his gat! Bro turned on Diddy mode!
Bro shook his god is crazy.
I Show Speed never did this. Tom Holland never kissed this man. Mr. Beast never slept with her. Like, how is there not a lawsuit here? Mr. Beast is literally engaged to the love of his life. And this video with hundreds of thousands of views is suggesting that he cheated on her with an
Yeah, that's a different level of clickbait, but hey, I'm not mad at clickbait, man.
OnlyFans model. Clickbait this egregious is literally banned in the community guidelines. But it feels like if your video generates enough money for YouTube, you get a free pass. And poor Mr. Beast, man. He's the center of so many of these clickbait thumbnails. Though I don't feel crazy bad for him because he clickbaits too. Which is weird because
that's what I'm saying. I feel like clickbait is a part of YouTube. Now, I think there's like levels to it. When you clickbait to so hard to the point where it's like, yo, this didn't even happen in the video. Like if you clickbait and say, yo, this person won $1 million in this video, and then you click on it and the video's about making pizzas and burgers, it's like, okay, that's bad clickbait. But if it's relatively entertaining and it leads to somebody making, you know, $1 million or a large lump sum amount of money, I'm not mad at that.
his videos are
Nah, Berto, clickbait enthusiast. Hey, man, I'm telling you on 4K, I'm not mad at clickbait. I don't think clickbait's bad. I feel like YouTube can't really exist without clickbait. I think it's part of the fundamentals of making, you know, good content on YouTube. But again, there's like, I just think if there's zero payoff where it's like you literally clicked on a video and it has nothing to do with that, then I think that's where you take it too far.
So big and crazy that he doesn't have to clickbait. Like in this one here, $1 versus $500,000 date. He literally rented out all of Disneyland for a night with his fiance. Yet in one version of the thumbnail, he's in outer fucking space for some reason. Like what? Old Mr. Beast didn't have to clickbait to get views, but get your bag, I guess. The most appalling clickbait I have ever seen comes from this vlog channel called Risky Reg. I survived Thailand's biggest earthquake. 99% of this video is just this guy's painfully mediocre vlog. And when we get to the actual earthquake part, it's literally just a tiny rumble. Zero damage, nobody was hurt. Then he continues having fun in Thailand as usual, and the video just ends. Remember, this
200,000 views. I mean, get it how you get it, man. Are we mad at this?
Was the thumbnail, but it gets
if it was a good vlog and you enjoyed it, are you mad at this? I'm genuinely curious, chat. You click on that video, but it was a good vlog. Now, if it was a bad vlog, that's a different story. But if you enjoyed it, are you mad?
worse. I did some digging and I found out that the earthquake was real and it did cause a ton of damage, but not only was he hundreds of miles away from where the actual human tragedy was happening, but it turns out it was happening in a completely different fucking country. This guy didn't survive anything. This is like if a Canadian said they survived 9/11 because they saw the towers fall on TV. Like, how could he get away with clickbaiting national tragedies using this ridiculous soy face and these oversaturated colors on a video that should be serious? For Christ's sakes, thousands of people died. And that's
yeah, that is kind of crazy. I will say, adding the earthquake part and then thinking that people's lives were actually affected by it, I might actually have to retract some of what I just said. That's kind of nasty work, gang. People actually died behind this shit.
cherry on top is this guy's loyal.
Yeah, plus you do clickbait sometimes, Berto. I don't think I clickbait bad though. Like, let's actually look at my channel. I don't think I clickbait bad. Like, I really don't clickbait bad, bro. The problem is sometimes y'all niggas just be too damn freaked out. But I'm not even bad. Y'all make it seem like I'm bad. Let's really look at my shit. The Yuri raid situation, even worse than we thought. That's very straightforward. Very dark side of Frank Ocean. That was straightforward. Influencer Joe Rogan, that was talking about Liver King. That's straightforward. Andrew Tate's over. I'm not bad, bro. I'm not bad. I'm not bad. We went to the clavicular. See, so this is a little bit of clickbait right here. She's a man. But the reality is, in that video, she was potentially a man. And we weren't 100% sure. You know what I'm saying? But it was implied. You have freaky clickbait. I just went through like 10 videos and I didn't have no freaky shit, bro. The problem is, y'all minds are so fried. Anytime I put a girl in the thumbnail, you think it's freaky. But the reality is, y'all niggas just too damn freaky. Y'all see a girl and just get to over-sexualizing just because she's a woman. That's wrong. I'm not the problem. Y'all the problem. Okay? And then y'all click on it. Who's really the issue here?
Meat riding fan base who gobbled up the video despite being lied to. There's no shame when it comes to thumbnails these days. You have YouTubers stealing clickbait from others and throwing their exaggerated face on it, looking like they saw the second coming of Christ. Or you see creators make thumbnails with fake quotes from people they hate to make them look worse. Like, she never tweeted these words. The official Roblox—
that's funny. I actually used that thumbnail before. When that situation was going down, I literally used this thumbnail. What the fuck? Nah!
The official Roblox Twitter never said "we love pedos." Again, lawsuit. At least YouTube steps in.
They act like it though.
when channels mess up really bad. Like this one kids YouTuber named It's Owen flew too close to the sun when he posted a video titled Mr. Beast's Final Goodbye to Technoblade, just days after the Minecraft YouTuber tragically lost his life to cancer. But the video was just some random out of context clip of them playing Minecraft together. So for trying to capitalize off of grief, he got his enormous channel terminated. With how much people hate on YouTube moderation, it's nice seeing them actually do something good. I see news channels clickbait too, and this may be an unpopular opinion, but maybe we shouldn't sensationalize serious topics like war. The guys behind the geopolitics channel Business Basics present themselves as a serious news source, and granted their videos are very high quality and informative, but their thumbnails are obviously AI generated bullshit, and unfortunately their target audience, middle-aged dads, obviously can't tell what's real and what's not. So viewers click on their videos thinking Trump did nuke Iran, or there really are a million people taking to the streets in Russia. Of course they're gonna click on that. Breaking. Western Canadian provinces just officially made 51st to 57 states. What are they talking about?
I will say this. If YouTube, you know what I've theorized for a long time? Now YouTube's not gonna do this because they make money, but if YouTube were to actually take thumbnails away, like thumbnails don't exist anymore on YouTube, I genuinely feel like the platform would be a better place. Only because it would then shift to people who really enjoy the content. Like, okay, you clicked on this video because the title interests you, and then you started watching it because you enjoy that creator. But so much of it is thumbnail. But again, it'll never happen. So it's a pipe dream. I'm not even going to yap too much on it. But I feel like if YouTube wasn't thinking about money first and they took away thumbnails, it would actually be a better platform creatively.
I live in Canada and I never got the memo.
Titles can still be clickbait. Yeah, but it's different seeing something visually that like, oh shit, that's crazy, versus like, reading it. And then when you read it, it's just up to your imagination. And if you know, you know.
Scam advertisements are so cartoonishly blatant and evil. Like last year, you had this stupid ad for a realistic robot puppy being spammed onto everybody's feeds. You and I know that this is AI footage, but little kids didn't. And they begged their parents to buy what turned out to be a cheap, drop-shipped piece of shit from Alibaba. Like seriously, a 2-second search on Alibaba, and I found the exact same toy sold for $3. Yet these YouTube ad scammers are charging $30, and the advertiser's video and channel are still up to this.
But then everyone would just steal titles instead. Yeah, but then that's what it kind of leads into, where it's like you have to enjoy the creator. Like you would only watch the creators that are actually entertaining and that you enjoy.
And they sell other bullshit like this charger that can apparently fully power your phone in seconds. I feel like if I bought this for myself, it would blow up on me like Looney Tunes style.
Money gurus.
You know the types I'm talking about. They'll tell you college is a scam, then sell you their scam course on how to become a millionaire by New Year's. They'll say to buy this or that shitcoin just so they can profit off these idiots when the rug is pulled. As a YouTuber, content creator gurus make me want to backflip off my roof because all they do is parrot the same basic advice. Like, oh, you gotta make better thumbnails and videos. Like, Christ, why didn't I think of that? And the reason they're
This was Berto once. Don't put me in that box, bro. The reality is, it's like, I have mixed feelings with this because it's kind of like, I'm not mad at people that sell information. If somebody's willing to pay you for information that you're now a criminal because you want to profit off of that information, I don't think that's scamming. What I think is scamming is if you pay somebody for a YouTube course, or it doesn't even have, like, all right, you pay somebody to teach you how to lose weight, and they give you all the tools to lose weight, and you just don't use them. That doesn't make that person a scammer. What does make that person a scammer is if you pay that person to help you lose weight, and then they get on there and they don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? They're shit. Goddamn it, they fat themselves. You paying a fat person on how to teach you how to lose weight, and they ain't never been skinny their entire life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like there's a fine line where it's like, again, you can't, then nobody can make you do the work. You could spend all the money on whoever or whatever, but if you don't apply it, that don't necessarily mean that they're a scammer. It just means you didn't use the tools. But there's definitely some people that are scamming out there. So like, I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but it's a case by case thing.
Advice is usually so bare bones is that they often have little actual experience building a real YouTube channel. They just spawn in one day and talk as if they're Mr. Beast and sell you programs for thousands of dollars. Why would I take any advice from grifters whose only experience making YouTube videos is making videos on how to become a successful YouTuber? Like, imagine if some random guy wrote a book on how to become a famous writer.
Would you ever do a course, Berto? I mean, I've thought about it. You know, I've been doing content creation for a long time. I've had success in a lot of different niches. I've had a successful music career. I've had a successful TikTok career. I'm having a successful YouTube career. I'm striving to have a successful streaming career. I mean, I feel like I have a lot of value. But again, it's like the only reason I don't want to drop a course is because I don't want to be called a scammer. Even though I wouldn't be scamming anybody. I would put my heart and soul into it and make the best product possible. But, you know, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll get over that fear.
It becomes a bestseller through tricking gullible wannabe authors. Then the guy turns around and sells a course for $1 bajillion on how to become a rich and famous writer just like them. In that 3K program I just showed you, this guy is talking about how you'll be able to make thousands of dollars on YouTube working with them, and then flexes his earnings in this screenshot. And this looks impressive until you realize that these are his lifetime earnings. And if you consider the fact that he's been posting videos for 5 years, we see his income is only $500 a month. This guy has probably made way more selling this program of questionable quality than he has ever done through YouTube. His videos these days only get a few hundred views at most. Completely unrelated, but I'm hardly getting paid from YouTube because I keep making my
brand deal.
I video in my free like for my college major ranking video, I watch other people's stuff on the same topic so I can dig up material to work with while I was writing my jokes. And I found this video by Shiv VZG where he roasted every college major in 60 seconds. I then stumbled upon this other guy who stole half of his lines.
Political science, a major that tricks you into thinking politics is a science.
Political science, a major that tricks you to think politics is a science.
Cognitive science, a made in China version of
You
neuroscience
didn't even say politics correctly.
for the less academically inclined.
Cognitive science, a made in China version of neuroscience for the less academically inclined.
Seeing this guy stutter and butcher these lines is just so goddamn hard to watch. The culture around content these days basically says stealing from others is okay. They call it soft euphemisms like remixing or reimagining or remaking. But I call it for what it is, plagiarism. This is like calling a rock.
Nah, I mean, again, there's truth in there, but it's just like, bro, if everybody's covering the same topics and you want to hear your favorite content creator talk about XYZ topic, it's like, how many different ways can you rewrite the same sentence? The cat walked across the street and got hit by a bus. That's the topic. How many different ways can a motherfucking title it? Like, that's what the title and thumbnail is going to be. But again, bro, I think it's a case-by-case scenario.
Robbery and involuntary donation. The worst kind of stealing has got to be reaction channels. Even with all
Tread lightly. Let's see what he says.
the drama that went down with these guys, they're still scooping up videos from smaller creators and soaking up all the views for themselves. And all they do is just give the most bare bones commentary, like they'd be watching a true crime documentary that some underpaid YouTuber probably saved hours over. Then all they'd say is something like, "L murder chat, killing is bad." Like, gosh, that's ground.
I don't do this though. I get comments that say, this is the problem though. In my personal opinion, as a reactor, most people be complaining that I talk too much. Like even in this video is 14 minutes long. This recording is 18 minutes long, and we still have, you know, a fair amount to go. I be yapping. I be providing more value, what I consider to be value. But some people actually, and then I'll post a video and I'll actually see comments, yo, bro, you yap way too much, bro. Shut up, bro. Just let the video play, bro. It's like, okay. And then the few videos where, you know, maybe I'm just having lower energy for whatever reason. I don't yap that much that day. Bro, you just fucking stole the video. You're the worst type of content creator. You literally did not add anything to this video, you stupid, lazy fuck. Weirdo. I'm like, bro, you just said, and then you can't win. So it's like, at this point, I'm just gonna be me, bro. If I feel like yapping a lot, I'm gonna yap a lot, you know. And if I feel like shutting the fuck up, I'm gonna shut the fuck up and be like, damn, that's kind of cool.
Breaking. Why is this so normalized on YouTube? You know, in the music industry, if an artist samples an old song, even just a tiny bit, they have to pay royalties to the original creator to compensate them. So why don't these YouTubers ever get compensated for their lost revenue? Because I have a deep respect for small creators, being one myself, I never watch reaction videos, and you shouldn't either.
Damn! You heard this, nigga? He trying to get niggas out of business. Now, this is the thing, though. This is the difference between me and other reaction channels, though. And some of y'all only know me through reactions, so you might not know this. But before I started reacting, I was a YouTube animator. One of the hardest niches on YouTube. One of the most creative niches on YouTube. And the reason I personally started getting into reactions and streaming is because YouTube don't give a fuck about their content creators that be pouring their heart and soul into content. Let's just call it a spade a spade. Once a niche is dead, they're like, hey, bro, we don't watch that no more. So it's kind of like, I'm going to keep doing the same thing and expect a different result and go broke behind it. Look, I'm the type of content creator where I know how to thrive and strive. Like, I'm going to fucking figure it out. And if YouTube were like, hey, no more reaction channels, I wouldn't be mad. I'd be a little bit upset because now we got to figure something out. But I feel like I'm genuinely creative. I know how to edit. I know how to animate. I know how to get creative. I've been making content for years. I know how to talk. I know how to express myself. I know how to tell stories. I know how to educate. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like that's what separates the great creators from the ones that are kind of ass. Because it's kind of like, when you're watching a streamer, yeah, they might be quote unquote lazy in the sense of they're just sitting at their desk and yapping, but there's value behind that, whether you think they're funny, whether you think, you know what I'm saying, they're educational. Appreciate the gifted stars. I don't know. That's new. Is that coming from YouTube? I didn't know what that is. Appreciate that though. You know, if there's actual value coming from the content creator. And I think that's just the new meta. Like, people are tired of the special effects and shit just blowing up and flying across the screen. They want real people. And I think that's just the season of content that we're in. And maybe it will change again. Maybe at some point we'll get back to where people want highly edited content. But look at Sam Sulek, that bodybuilding guy. No edits, super long videos, and he just goes throughout his day. People love it. Is he lazy? No. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's really one of the things where it's like, you can't make everybody happy, so you just got to make the type of content that you resonate with and what makes sense for what you do every day.
You got fake comments and videos coming from AI-generated girls who are dying of cancer, begging you for help to fulfill their dream of hitting 20,000 subscribers, AI trading bots promising to earn thousands of dollars a month passively, AI women trying to seduce you and make you download their shitty app, and don't even get me started on the slop shorts that get nauseating view counts. I was editing this video and I just learned that YouTube has actually been working on taking these sorts of slop channels down. For how much I've been ranting so far, I do genuinely love it when YouTube takes action. And this may or may not be me trying to stop my channel from getting kirked off the platform, but despite all its flaws, this is still my 4th favorite website of all time, just behind Rule 34, Hentai Haven, and LiveLeak. The epitome of everything I hate about modern day YouTube is the so-called faceless YouTuber niche. People call them faceless YouTubers, but they're not really faceless in the same way I'm faceless because I'm too afraid to show my chopped ass 5 self on camera. It's just a term to group up all the sort of channels that use AI to post an ungodly amount of content in a short period of time. AI voiceovers, AI scripts, even AI editing. And it makes me so jealous seeing how these sorts of channels can do crazy well with little effort because of the sheer—
And that's the thing though, bro. And you know, I respect how much effort you put into this video. This video looks like it's doing well for you. It got like 277,000 views in 3 months, and he only has 21,000 subscribers. So this is amazing. You know what I'm saying? But when you are a seasoned content creator, eventually you start to learn, like, you either figure out how to get with the program or your ass gonna get left behind, nigga. Fuck. I'm trying to tell you, there's 2 types of creators, bro. You want to do this shit for fun? Cool. You want to grow and make viral videos that people actually watch? You better start learning how to play the game. That's just how it is. And then there's some people that are just going to sit back and continue to fail and complain about how unfair life is. I know how unfair life is, bro. I've been dealt some bad hands from YouTube several times. But what am I gonna do? This is my job. This is my bread and butter. YouTube is my bread and butter. So you think I'm just gonna sit there and point and complain all day? No, I might complain a little bit, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna fucking research, do my job, and be a good little boy so I can continue to post videos. You know what I'm saying?
sheer amount of videos they can just shit out, while I'm sat here spending weeks on single projects and wondering who the hell is even watching their video.
You're gonna start using AI. So here's my thing. I'm not using AI, no, but I guarantee you one day, it's not right now, today is not that day. There's going to be a point where AI is going to be so ingrained into content and YouTube's not going to have a problem with it. Think about it. You think Mr. Beast, let's talk about this. You think Mr. Beast is going to continue to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for CGI editing and special effect editing in his videos when he could probably just pay a fraction of the price to have really good AI implemented into his videos? What I think is going to be the next big wave of content creation is not AI independent by itself, but AI being worked into the original content. So it's going to be me, the real me right here doing and saying whatever, but then maybe AI effects that are quote unquote VFX, appreciate the follow, being integrated into the content. That's what I think is going to be the next big step. But I just don't think that it's there yet. But it's getting there, bro.
Like, I don't know about you, but the second I hear an AI voice in a video, I just click off immediately. If the creator is so goddamn lazy where they can't even record their own voice, I just know the video is gonna be complete dog shit and I want nothing to do with it. Nothing. I keep finding podcasts run by random guys who pretend to be experts on topics they know nothing about.
Living things don't want to be eaten or killed. Plants and vegetables, trees and leaves, they're all living creatures, right? The idea is that plants actually still have a defense mechanism, which is essentially like low levels of toxicity and poison. This is why a lot of children potentially haven't liked eating vegetables, because it doesn't taste very good.
I've heard a lot of dumbass shit during my short time on the internet, but I've never heard someone seriously say that vegetables are bad for you. The other day, I was scrolling on YouTube and I found out the Nelk Boys interviewed Donald Trump, JD Vance, and Benjamin Netanyahu. I like some of the Nelk Boy pranks. What the fuck do they know about politics? And another issue is when podcasters do zero background checks for the people they bring on, giving them the platform to spread mis and disinformation.
And microwaves, when microwaves came out, that was like, it kills all the nutrients with those microwaves.
A while back, I found this 2-hour-long unreleased podcast Michael Knowles of the Daily Wire did with this guy who claims to be the smartest man in the world. Which is ironic considering this guy is racist and anti-Semitic schizo rants on Twitter, and the Daily Wire is owned by Ben Shapiro, a Jew. This is the kind of guy who's—
Whoa. YouTube, I don't condone. What is this nigga talking about? I don't know what this nigga talking about. I don't want to hear nothing about that.
Some would say that the Daily Wire is just a bunch of Nazis, which is funny because again, it's ran by a Jew. But if they had done just
Why
a
do you
bit
keep saying it like that? Like it.
of digging, even they wouldn't have touched this guy with the 50-foot pole. Of course, this grifter isn't really the smartest man in the world. He claims to have a 200 IQ because some random test he did on the back of a science fiction magazine in the 80s said so. During the interview, he talked about how he's proven God exists using math and logic. And Michael Knowles here wanted him to tell his conservative audience all about it.
Does God exist?
Yes.
Simple as
Yes. Reality has an identity, okay? The identity is that as which something exists, okay?
So you come up with that identity, and then you search it for its properties. You see, once you've built the preliminary framework, then you start deducing the properties of this identity, and you find out that those properties match those of God as described in most of the world's major religions.
Then he proceeded to yap and not drop any actual proof of God, like how I can prove gravity exists by dropping an anvil on his racist ass. Some podcasters have zero restrictions for who comes on. I wouldn't
Did this nigga just say that he doesn't think God exists or something? Hey man, believe what you want, but I'm starting to really feel this hater energy coming out from this YouTuber gang.
be surprised if one of these guys bring on some genocidal war
All right, I've had enough, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, you can't make everybody happy. Do what you want. There's gonna be a bunch of YouTube channels that are gonna be able to get away with certain shit while you're not gonna be able to get away with certain shit. But you know what I'm saying? If you are an aspiring content creator, you just gotta continue to do your best and work hard. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. My name's Berto. Where you at? Family, join the Twitch streams. Link in the description. That's where you at, Berto. I want to see you there. I'm gone. Bro, don't post this video. I don't know. I saw somebody else post it and it got lots of views. But maybe I shouldn't. Berto, you cut your hair? I did, man. This is your first time seeing me with the cut ski? My hair's been cut for a minute now, though. I feel like it's not even a surprise no more. He said maybe because it's ramp. Yeah, I don't know why he was saying that. I don't know why he was saying it like that. Why'd you cut it? I cut it just on some, it was really like on some rash decision shit. But I think I just wanted a fresh start, honestly. Like, I really liked my hairstyle. I've had it for a long time. I feel like I had a very unique dread hairstyle. And, you know, but that's just all I've known for 10 plus years. Like, that's just been me. So I was just kind of like, you know what? I want to switch it up. And I want to be able to wear hats. I wanted to be able to wear hats again on some real shit. So I just said, fuck it. Y'all like it though? Appreciate it, man. Gotta go. Much love, Machine. I haven't watched you in a minute, that's why. Well, welcome back, my nigga. Don't leave again. I feel like when people pull up and be like, yo, Berto, man, haven't seen you in ages, gang. It's like a backhanded compliment. Like, it's like, I'm happy you're back. Happy you remembered about me. You know, it's like, you know, I've been here the whole time. You know what I'm saying? I never stopped posting. Still sparking the stream up, you know. But I'm glad I'm glad you're back. You know what I'm saying? It feels like a backhand compliment. I can't cap. My bad, bro. It's all good. Like I said, it's like, I'm glad you're here. You know, I'm not telling you to leave, but you know, it's like, I didn't go anywhere. You know, you did, not me. I've been here the whole time. Please collab with Yo-Yo again. I literally just posted a gaming collab we did like, what, yesterday? You still stream? What? You still stream? It's been years. Yes, I'm still streaming. I'm here. What up, Burt Watcher? Oh, that's a W name. I like that. Let's get into this next vid. Let's get into the next vid. Y'all ready? Why are you not in the streams right now? What? What are you talking about, bro? Brother, I don't know if you do animations anymore, but do you have any advice? Sure. What's your question? I'm always down to give some advice. Ask away. Hurry up. I'm about to get into this next vid. I'm waiting on you, little bro. Giving you 2 more seconds. I'm going to click this vid and then you're going to have to wait. You popped up on my algorithm months ago and I've been watching since. Appreciate that, bro. Y'all got to tap in, man. Y'all got to continue to tap in. Make sure you're subscribed to the Twitch as well, man, because I stream way more consistently on Twitch. But, you know, I have been streaming a lot more on YouTube, though. I feel like I've kind of reached the point in my streaming career where I'm kind of like, I 100% want to grow my Twitch like as much as possible. But at the same time, it's like, why the fuck am I treating Twitch like it's some exclusive place? It's not like they give a fuck about me. So yeah, I was kind of like, I need to start streaming on YouTube more, you know? I give a fuck about y'all. And I want to be where you guys are. You know what I'm saying? If I sub on Twitch, do I get no ads? I don't think that's how it works. Or well, yeah, if you sub on Twitch, you get no ads, but I think sub costs money. I don't think it costs a lot of money, but yeah, but I'm not telling y'all to spend money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all pulling up and watching me for free is more than appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Berto Unk ass is confused. I just don't know if he meant like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm tripping. Who wants to give me a sub? Hey man, that's on y'all, bro. You don't just multi-stream. It's not even worth it not to do it. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm multi-streaming a lot more now. I'm multi-streaming a lot more now. So Berto, W Keyblade in the black. W ball knowledge. W ball knowledge. All right, y'all. Let's get into the next vid, man. Spam up.
Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto?
3, 2. Let's go. Terrifying kid shows.
Oh wow, that's a great offer. Oh wow, that's a great offer. How about instead I shuffle the functions of every hole in your face?
Oh my god.
A kid show, by the way. Growing up, there were a few channels that immediately told you what kind of experience you're about to have. Disney Channel, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon. Whether it was after school on a Saturday morning or in the middle of the night, those were the channels made for kids. You turned them on expecting colorful worlds, goofy characters, and stories that never got too serious. You thought you knew what you were getting into. But have you ever turned on the TV, seen the promo that your favorite show is getting a new episode, you sit down and watch, and next thing you know, you're traumatized?
I'm telling you, bro, you know what really had me like that? Courage the Cowardly Dog, my nigga. That Courage the Cowardly Dog really had some of the most disturbing visual like shit animation going on, bro. Bro, you guys know that one scene? Return the star. Well, bro, this shit right here, the return the star. This shit literally gave me nightmares, bro. Return the slab. Oh my god. Return the slab. I'm I'm gonna stop it right there because I don't know what the copyright situation on that is. But bro, like I used to get nightmares from that scene, gang. And there was just so many other ones. Like Courage the Cowardly Dog was like by far one of the fucking most disturbing shows out.
Cause for some reason these kid shows had a habit of putting in things a child had no business watching. So today I gathered a few characters and episodes from these quote unquote kid shows that genuinely terrified me when I was younger. And the perfect place to start is with Gravity Falls. This show altogether is borderline not a kid show. In a different universe, this was airing on Adult Swim. But there were two characters specifically that haunted me the most. Bill Cipher, of course, we'll get to that in a second. But before Bill, there was the Summerween Trickster, a 7'9" pile of rotting candy going door to door, eating like children who lack the Summerween spirit. Now, mind you, this whole thing is Deborah's fault.
Trick or treat.
Oh my god.
Dude, really? You're a little old for this, man. Sorry.
But wait,
He's doing all this because Wendy said Summerween is for kids, by the way, bro. You're 12. Nigga, you're the target audience. And what makes me even more upset is that he does it again.
What?
Yo, Dipper. You have an entire bowl
You're
of
in your 40s getting nightmares from kid shows? Ah, fucking bitch ass nigga. I'm 30, nigga. And you be, nigga, if that nigga popped up in your nightmares, your ass would be screaming and yelling and shouting too. On God.
candy. I don't care if you think he's too old to be trick-or-treating. If you don't open that door and give that grown man some sand pop, and since you thought you were too cool, the murder of that innocent boy is on your hands. So then he tells them, if you want to live, you would need to bring him 500 pieces of candy before all the jack-o'-melons are blown out. Now, when I was a kid, the way he looked didn't scare me at first. His voice kinda had me on edge, but it wasn't until he crawled up that building. I just never liked when things moved oddly, and all my old frustrations started coming back to me. Dipper had me stressed. We just saw this demon eat a child and then give you a deadline for your life. Everybody else is ready to go trick-or-treating all night. This nigga go all night? Yes. Why is that so surprising? Do you not want to live? You want to go to that party so bad just to lean on the wall all night. So afterwards, they do end up getting all 500 pieces, but of course, Dipper drops it all down a random ditch. With there being no jack-o'-melons left, he emerges from the darkness. All his limbs extend an extra 4 feet, grew an extra pair on his back, chased them down, grabs them all with ease, and if it wasn't for Seuss, every single one of them would have been dead. But as they're driving, we see all the broken candy flying back together, forming this blob. And I truly, with all my heart, hate having to hide from things, even today. If I'm playing a horror game and I'm forced to hide, I gotta pause it for a second. I gotta catch my bearings. Chase me, cool. Let me fight back, amazing.
Bro, y'all know how I get down with horror games, bro. It's brutal. I'm a scaredy cat, man. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. All that cool nonchalant shit go out the window when the horror games come on, bro.
Give me a gun, I'm not scared no more. But you got me hiding under a twin-size bed. And before we get to Bill, do y'all remember those little short mini episodes they used to release? The hide behind episode specifically, oh my, bro, that used to scare the living shit out of me. And it will only ever play in the middle of the night. If the sun was up, you would never see that episode. It's always when you have to go to bed. Dipper was trying to uncover this legend about this monster that you can never—
Do y'all think y'all would survive one night, one summer in Gravity Falls? Oh, fuck no. Respectfully, I'm blowing my shit smooth off in GTA, gang. I'm not gonna lie. You got me fucked up. I'm doing that shit off of the first scary encounter. I'm not dealing with it, bro. I'm straight. Give me that. Home, boom, gone. Topless.
See, but if you hear a certain noise, it was there. All I remember is that when it emerged from the tree, my throat immediately closed. My body shook. From that day forward, I would watch the full episode up until that part. When that end part came on, I closed my eyes, turned around, plugged my ears, something. I can count on one hand the amount of times I actually saw what this creature looked like. But while the Summerween Trickster and the hide behind monster creeped me out, there was one Gravity Falls character that had me convinced the world was ending. Bill Cipher. It should be obvious on why this dude's scary. He's a damn triangle. I'm pretty sure it was around 2012 to 2015 when the Illuminati was talked about on every corner of the internet. And guess when the show was airing? From 2012 to 2016. Now, kid me didn't even know what the Illuminati was really. I was just scared of it. Anytime I went on YouTube, Jay-Z Illuminati, Beyonce Illuminati, LeBron Illuminati, Michael Jackson Illuminati, saying damn near every celebrity was a part of it and me not knowing what it was, I immediately assumed it was some demon shit. I rebuke that. Keep that negativity away from me. So when we seen Bill in the show and pairing that with what I thought he was based off of, I genuinely thought it was over for us. Especially since, do y'all remember in 2012 the theory going around that the world was gonna end that year? Younger me thought it was up, and the icing on the cake.
Oh yeah, I remember that time. That's when you used to get the text message threads. You'd open up a text message talking about if you don't send this to 10 people, the world is gonna end tomorrow. You'd be like, oh shit. And then you start sending it to everybody. Now everybody's sending the messages. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Y'all knew young niggas don't have that no more. But we used to have text, I think they called them text chains. That shit used to have niggas scared. They would put shit in there like, yo, if you don't send this to 10 people, yo, mama gonna die. You'd be like, oh fuck. Oh yeah, no, I'm sending this to everybody I know.
I remember this shit like it was yesterday. I lived in New York at the time. Apartment was on the 7th floor. I was sitting on the little coffee table eating a spoon of peanut butter, enjoying whatever I was watching, and then boom, everything in the crib started shaking. I started screaming, Ma, what's happening? My dad was at work, so she grabs my little sis, told me and my brother to put our shoes on. It was an earthquake. We start running down the stairs, and all that's on my mind is what if the earth breaks and we fall down and hit lava? What? Mind you, that shit not even possible. That can't even happen. But we get downstairs, wait like 5 minutes, and it was over. After experiencing that, I genuinely thought we were doomed. Earthquakes were happening, the Illuminati was everywhere, Bill was terrorizing Mabel and Dipper, and now he's coming after me. And his first appearance, for me, anything that is some weird ritual shit, I turn it off. And reversed audio, I've always hated that shit. It's always—
I used to be so bad with scary shit, and I'm low-key still kind of like this, but it's really y'all that got me out of it with just playing horror games. But on some real shit, I was so superstitious when it came to like horror and ritual stuff. I wouldn't even watch a scary movie in my house, gang. Like, I'd be very hesitant to put on like a Paranormal Activity or anything demonic in my house. Like if a girl was over, like I'm not really trying to watch that in my crib, bro. Straight up. I like, and it's really y'all when I started streaming and playing horror games that slowly broke me out of it. Cause I'm in this bitch by myself playing these scary ass games. I'm like, oh my God, bro. It really be fucking me up. I don't like that shit. And I don't like hearing that shit either. Motherfuckers speaking in tongues and all types of, that shit really fucks me up, bro. But I just be praying to God. The one thing about me, I believe in my Lord and Savior. And he'll protect me from all evil. So fuck them demonic ass niggas.
Always linked to some evil message or something. That's why I can't listen to EXO Tour Life by Lil Uzi. I can listen to any other song by him but that one. I heard that one reverse audio of the song back in 2017. Looking back, I'm almost 100% sure it wasn't real, but I wasn't taking no chances. I wasn't about to have that evil shit playing in my ears. 8 years later, and I'm still the exact same way. That song would never be played in my presence. But that's how Gideon summoned Bill. And the first thing he does is pull the teeth out of a deer's mouth. He's just doing shit. Anytime he's around, I just felt uneasy. And what he says in this episode goes back to the whole Illuminati all-seeing eye thing.
A darkness approaches. A day will come in the future when everything you care about will change. Until then, I'll be watching you. I'll be watching you.
Later on, he pops up on Dipper trying to make a deal with him. He'll crack the code to his laptop, and in return, he just wants a puppet. Dipper was like, man, but Mabel worked really hard on those. But Bill then starts feeding into his mind how he's been sacrificing everything for her while she does nothing for him, just manipulating. And of course, it was a trick. The puppet he wanted was him. Ripped the soul out his body, took over, making Dipper pretty much non-existent.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of am glad I missed out on Gravity Falls. Fuck no.
Existent. Every time he showed up, they found a way to make him worse. Ripping Dipper out his body wasn't enough apparently. This dude created a couch made of human flesh, his words exactly. And the clip you seen earlier, the entire town was telling him to get out of their city, calling him out his name and everything. The one dude who was actually welcoming, trying to be on his side. Now to be fair, he was blazing, but did that deserve every hole in his face to get swapped? Later on, we see him turn humans into statues building his throne. He sat in that chair for no more than 25 seconds. It was used for background decor.
You two wait here. I've got some children I need to make into corpses.
Oh my God.
I truly don't understand how this was allowed to air. Do they know the amount of children they gave nightmares to with this? But as crazy as Bill was, at least it kind of made sense for Gravity Falls. The entire show was built around monsters, mysteries, conspiracy theories. That kind of tone wasn't too far-fetched. Adventure Time, on the other hand, this show had one of the biggest shifts.
Yeah, now Adventure Times, that was peak television, but they also had some dark ass shit, bro.
In cartoon history. When you think of this show, you think of gumdrops, pancakes, singing excellent tunes, but then one day the writer sat down and gave us the end. The Lich, a character that felt like he belonged in an entirely different show.
Bro.
He doesn't have any reason or some tragic backstory to make you feel bad for him. He wasn't out for revenge, wasn't striving for power or money.
That nigga was doing shit for the love of the game.
He just wants death. He was pure evil, the embodiment of despair. Unlike most villains who want to conquer the world, he wanted it erased. And there wasn't a single moment where he believed he wouldn't make it happen. He was first seen sealed inside this tree. Whoever gets close hears him chanting spells trying to possess your mind and body. These crystals on their head is protecting them, but any little thing can be taken over. There was a snail in Finn's backpack that freed him. They didn't even try to kidify the design. They wanted kids to be scared. Now this demon was free to roam the lands, went to his lair unleashing hundreds of souls, regaining his power, and when he entered Finn's mind, the main reason why this dude was intimidating is the voice actor. I was dead scared of this dude, bro. He was trying to lure Finn into walking in the pit. He was trying to make my goat off himself. I hated him, bro. And when Finn overcame it and was beating him, the dude was laughing. After that, Ice King's dumbass drops PB into the pit. The next episode picks up following PB's recovery. Everything seemed fine at first, until she started tweaking. The essence of the Lich transformed her into this monster. They ended up freezing her, stopping her in her tracks. She was fine later on, blah, blah, blah. Everyone's celebrating that the princess is alive, but in the very back of the room, we see that the Lich lives on, occupying the body of that snail. A few seasons later, Finn has a nightmare about the Lich coming back and killing the legendary hero Billy. And that's the thing with the Lich. You can beat him, seal him, destroy his body, it doesn't matter. He's gonna find his way back. Now, Finn knows the Lich is exactly who he think he is. He knew that wasn't no regular dream, it was a premonition. So they find Billy and tell him what's going on. Billy hears them out and said, I bet I got a plan. They spend the rest of the episode collecting what they need to stop the Lich. The final item they needed was PB's crystal, but what she yells after.
Finn, stop! That's not Billy, it's the Lich!
Huh? That's the who? Till this day, I don't know how she even knew that, but those words were genuinely terrifying.
It's probably because she was once one with the Lich.
This whole time, we thought Finn and Jake were helping a friend, but in reality, they were assisting death. One of the Gumball Guardians blasts Billy, shaving Hav's face off, revealing the Lich. The entire vibe of the episode switched. You go from hearing action music to an ominous hum. My 7-year-old brain couldn't comprehend what was going on. Finn thought destroying the book would stop the Lich from getting what he wants, but it did the complete opposite. It opened the portal. They get to Prisma, which is this wish-granting entity. He tells them, oh, the Lich? Yeah, he was here. He wished for the extinction of all life, and I did it. Kid me probably didn't understand exactly what that meant, but looking at it now, he won. Everyone that Finn and Jake held dear is gone. They're only alive because they're in this dimension. He killed everyone in that universe and just vanished. Technically, the Lich accomplished his goal. But of course, the show wasn't just gonna end like that. Imagine they got the news that everyone died, then it just cuts to the credits. So Finn makes his wish for the Lich to have never have existed, which created this whole other world. And I don't know if Prismo isn't able to fully get rid of the Lich, or if he just half-assed his wish, because the way the Lich got here originally was inside a comet, crash landing, wiping out life on a planet for centuries, by the way, and was awakened during the Great War because the bomb that dropped was strong enough to do so. All this dude Prismo did was create a timeline where the bomb got stopped. Not erased, just stopped. The Lich is still sitting in the fucking ground. So guess what happened? He woke up again. This version of Finn is who got the Ice King's crown. It was too powerful, driving him crazy, unintentionally detonating a bomb, releasing the Lich. Luckily, Jake still had his wish. After seeing the Lich return, he wished that the Lich's original wish was asking for Finn and Jake to go home. So as of right now, the Lich is just waiting. A whole season goes by and he's still sitting here. Finn and Jake head back to Prismos because they wanted to know how to get to the Citadel. Turns out that place is only
I'm just so locked in right now. My bad, y'all.
accessible to cosmic criminals. But them being cool, Prismo tells them, "I fine, I'ma help you commit a crime." Which is by waking up this old man whose slumber is responsible for Prismo's existence. But it's all good, you're gonna stop existing for a little while until the old man heads back to sleep, right? No. The Lich wakes up, grabs the old man and straight up erases him, turns him into dust, laughs in their face too after murking their mans. A kid show, by the way, that nigga is dead. So a Citadel guard takes him away, Finn and Jake catch a ride there. And the Lich is strong enough to defy the whole freezing process. He frees not only himself but other criminals as well. So he finally sheds the skin of Billy and hits us with one of the most iconic lines in cartoon history. Fall. This single speech cemented the Lich as a top villain for me. Tells Finn there's only darkness for him and death for his people. He will take his army of monsters, travel to billions of worlds.
We will sail until every light has been extinguished. You are strong, child, but I am beyond strength. I am the end.
Now he does lose because Finn hit him with some blood, turning him into a big ass baby, and not gonna lie, I know he's a baby now, but I'll make it quick. Now this next one I didn't fully watch as a kid. I seen glimpses here and there, but I just fully watched it now as a 20-year-old.
What's this? I've never seen this.
And I understand why younger me ain't watched this shit. What child wants to look at this? This shit would terrify a kid. The show is called Over the Garden Wall.
Y'all heard about this one? Over the Garden Wall. This is actually my first time even hearing about this.
It's about these two brothers who get lost in the woods, now trying to find their way back home. The theme song alone would have been enough for me to turn this off. Gravity Falls and Adventure Time has an upbeat intro, bright colors, fun music. The visuals make you feel as if you're about to go on some grand adventure. And then you have this show. It looks like it came from an old VHS tape hidden in an attic from a house built in the 1900s. The colors are washed out and the song itself is some man slightly singing a poem with a piano in the background. This the type shit
That's disgusting, Juke.
you will hear at the end of a movie when your favorite character dies in slow motion. That's the best way I can describe it. This show is in constant darkness. You got the animals of the woods watching you, some old man in the forest humming as he's chopping wood, a frowning tree oozing a black substance from his face. This is all within the first 2 minutes of the first episode, by the way. And then the third minute, they get chased by some wolf monster and they dim the colors even more. You mainly only see just two eyes and a mouth, and then they stumble upon a cult of pumpkin people.
Wolf,
and if you even mumble the fact that you want to leave, they trap you in the barn, surround you in the darkness.
It saddens me that you don't wish to stay here with us, particularly because I simply have to punish you for your transgressions.
You what? Then later on, we find out this whole village is actually filled with dead people. They're all skeletons wearing pumpkins. That little girl, that old man, fucking Wemby over there are all dead. Purposely as well, I assume. I don't think they died from natural causes. They popped out the grave happy as hell. And honestly, I feel like anything that has an old-timey atmosphere is automatically just more scary. Like, would you rather have something chasing you in a city or have something chase you in a village from the 1500s? Because if your escape vehicle is a
I'm definitely going with city.
damn BMW, man, I'd feel safe as hell versus a wagon and a horse. There was this other time when they took shelter in his rundown house. The whole time you think Lorena, the sick girl, was protecting them from her auntie. I mean, I'd believe it. This big ass quote unquote woman with a voice box of an elderly man.
Has anyone come here today?
Oh yeah, I'm glad I didn't watch this. This shit's fucking making me uncomfortable right now.
If you told me she was the monster, I wouldn't ask twice. But in reality, the auntie was protecting them from her. She
watch out! What is this?
into this demon, and once again, the moving oddly shit I don't like. I don't understand what about this is supposed to appeal to children.
Yeah. Hey, bro. Let's lock in.
They take the horror levels a little too high. Who's the target audience? And throughout the show, there were constant mentions of the beast that resides in the woods. The times where you do see it is when it's a black figure lurking in the background telling the woodsman to keep that flame lit or the soul of his daughter is gonna vanquish. Dude, and he's one of those villains that just speaks to you. He doesn't physically force you to do anything. He gets in your head, manipulates you, telling the woodsman that his way is the only way. And he gets the little brother to
Was this a Cartoon Network joint? Where was this showing?
follow him into
I did not get this one.
the darkness, but to be fair, that kid's a dumbass. But then we find out the truth of what's been going on in these woods. Those trees with faces weren't a design choice just to make it a little more scary. Those trees were actually people. The beast turned lost souls into trees and was trying to do the same to the little brother. This is when the woodsman found out that for years, he's been unknowingly cutting down and burning these trees, these souls. And the beast was urging him to murk those kids to use them as fuel for the lantern. And then we see the way the beast actually looks.
What is that?
Are you serious? This is giving any child nightmares for the next week. Matter of fact, watch this late enough at night is scaring grown adults. There is nothing kid-friendly about this. But yeah, that's all I got for right now.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. Where you at, family? Holy shit. That, I'm glad I missed that one. Over, what was that? Under the Olive Garden or something? Over the Olive Garden. What the fuck was it called? What was it called, chat? Over the Garden? Over the Garden? There it is. Over the Garden Wall. Where was this showing? It was on Cartoon Network. Wow. It was on Cartoon Network, y'all. Cartoon Network was giving us that scary bullshit. Okay. Well, yikes. Well, I'm never tapping into that. That's my full right there, my fill right there. I'm straight. I never need to tap into that, ever. Hell nah. Alright. Let's get into something a little bit more lighthearted, shall we? The title of the stream on YouTube, what some of you gooners have been waiting for. The Spider-Man and Ice Spice situation. Let's see. Spam up.
Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto?
We haven't watched a D Green video in a while, so I'm excited for this. 3, 2. Spider-Man must be stopped.
So at Michael Rubin's white party, both Tobey Maguire and Ice Spice were seen kissing through some blinds. Now Tobey pretty quickly caught on to the fact that his picture was being taken. I guess his spidey senses were tingling.
Spider-Man is shooting his webs in Ice Spice?
Shout out to D-Green with this, man. Hey.
Bro, in 2026, I do not know what's going on in this Matrix anymore, bro. The last time we covered Ice Spice, she was giving some random girl the beats inside of a McDonald's. Bro, I just knew for sure that was gonna be the craziest Ice Spice news I've seen all year. But no. Why is Tobey Maguire kissing on Ice Spice?
I feel like what just makes this crazy, I just would never even think that Tobey Maguire was Ice Spice type. But I mean, hey, game is game. He is the best Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is a demon. Now I
telling you, he still got some of that venom in him, bruh. He like, man, fuck that bitch, Mary Jane, man. You want to go fucking suck on that Harry Osborn ass nigga? Watch this. I'm going double cheeked up into some spice.
Always knew Tobey Maguire was the real Spider-Man, bro. Even before I seen him tonguing down Ice Spice. I been said he was better than Tom Holland, the Garfield dude. I been said Tobey Maguire is the real Spider-Man. And this officially confirms it, bro.
Give it to me.
Nigga, Tom Holland really thinks he's him. Yeah, you got Zendaya, but Tobey Maguire has Ice Spice.
Shit.
Brought to you by the man D-Green. Why am I sucking my dog D-Green? Shout out to D-Green, eh?
Thank you.
Now, apparently, they were kissing at Michael Rubin's all-white party?
Oh, no! Tom Holland disrespect won't be tolerated. The thing is, nobody's disrespecting Tom Holland. He's a good Spider-Man. I'll even dare say great Spider-Man. But that doesn't mean he's the best Spider-Man. There's a difference, gang. Good, great, the amazing Spider-Man. But there can only be one. There can only be one.
To let y'all know, that's literally the equivalent of a Diddy party.
Give it to me.
If your third eye is open, you know exactly what goes on at these Michael Rubin white parties every year. So to be honest, Spider-Man and Ice Spice were probably on some undisclosed drugs. They were probably drunk too. I mean, let's be honest. They're not dating. They're not in a relationship or anything. They were just hooking up, bro.
Give it to me.
This is what goes on at these all-white parties, bro. Like, now that I think about it,
So Spider-Man was just having a freak off with Ice Spice. Is that what we're... I don't know, man. I feel like for Ice Spice to be kissing somebody in public, she's probably with him, bro.
That this happened at Michael Rubin's all-white party, I'm not that surprised, bro. Like I said, it's just a Diddy party. Like, trust me, bro. Some way crazier shit happened at this party, but the cameras were off. Y'all notice from these pictures, it was somebody being messy. Like, they snapped this picture from hella far away. Like, these photos were never supposed to reach the public. We know these Diddy parties. Of course, they take photo shoots and they post some stuff on the internet, but usually stuff like this is kept in private. And honestly, whoever took this picture is probably gonna get put through some humiliation for breaking the Diddy party rules. You're not supposed to record any type of freak activity. We were never supposed to see this picture. And just to let y'all know that this was really Ice Spice and not just some other girl in an orange wig.
That was the next thing I was gonna ask. I was like, we need some more confirmation though.
Yes, this is really Ice Spice at this all-white party. She was really getting her cheeks cracked.
The thing is, bro, I feel like I want to be like, oh, maybe they're not kissing, but she's so clearly leaning in. Like, what else could be going on here? Because if it was like super loud and he was just leaning in to like talk to her in the ear, he'd be more to like the side. This is so, they're kissing. I hate to just be the type of nigga to just hop on the bandwagon of some, you know, unemployed news here, but they're definitely kissing here. What you think, chat? There's no other justification to be this much in somebody else's face. And then the hand placement, it's ever so subtle on the arm.
Yes, this is really Ice Spice at this all-white party. She was really getting her cheeks cracked by Spider-Man.
Give it to me.
The GOAT Spider-Man debate is over. Now, to be honest, I was already familiar with Tobey Maguire's game. This nigga literally just turned 51 years old last week. And not too long ago, he was dating a 20-year-old. Weirdo.
Really?
Yeah, bro. He's
weirdo.
He's been shooting his webs inside of everybody, bro.
That's
Remind
crazy.
you, this 20-year-old girl wasn't even born when he was playing Spider-Man, bro.
Shit.
That's a little...
No, you niggas talking about pedo, man? Nah, bro. That ain't right. Hey, she's still a grown woman, man. Don't do that. Hell nah, y'all, you dead wrong for that. Who said that? Hey, you tripping, gang.
Little creepy, I'm not gonna lie. But Ice Spice is around the same age, bro. Ice Spice ain't much older than this girl. Ice Spice is what, 26 years old? Bro, Spider-Man is basically twice her age. Nah, Spider-Man is a real demon, bro. I don't want to ever hear y'all say Tom Holland is better than Tobey Maguire, bro. Bro, respectfully, I didn't know Spider-Man could handle all that ass.
Mama!
Bro, I ain't never seen any of the Spider-Mans handle this much ass before. I mean, shout out to Zendaya. She's beautiful, but...
Yeah, Zendaya's beautiful, man, but come on, bruh. Shit. That nigga Tobey... They also said Tobey Maguire is the strongest Spider-Man, bro. Look, I'm a nerd, my nigga. I be watching all the... Who's the best Spider-Man and who has the best feats. Ain't nobody did the train joint yet, bro. Ain't nobody did the train joint. So we know Tobey Maguire the strongest Spider-Man because he got to be holding that shit up like this. He going to be holding it up like this. And then he going to be swinging. He going to be swinging and going like this. Going crazy, bro. That's why he's the GOAT. On God. Cause he been practicing, my nigga. He been doing train stopping reps. He's the GOAT.
Player build doesn't compare to Ice Spice? Nah, Tobey Maguire actually must be stopped, bro. There's something about this nigga we don't know about, bro. Like I said, you're over 50 years old. You're at these all-white Diddy parties making out with Ice Spice. Like why?
What does a 26-year-old woman and a 50-year-old man have in common? Ice Spice and Tobey Maguire were just spotted at Mike Rubin's 4th of July party ahead of America's 250th birthday, and they were kissing in the paparazzi photos. They were making out, 26 and 50. It's weird, but it doesn't surprise me because Tobey is friends with the OG dating under 25-year-olds, Leo. He and his buddy Leo, they love the under 25-year-olds. It's gross. It's weird. It would never not be weird. That's why I'm kind of leaning towards this is PR. This is promo. Why would Tobey need promo? So is this promo for Ice Spice? Ice Spice, you fell off.
This isn't promo, gang. I don't believe that. Because one thing I feel like with actors, especially a nigga like Tobey Maguire, y'all ever seen that meme of him like, turn the fucking paparazzi off, bro? Like he's getting mad and shit. If y'all seen that clip of Tobey Maguire, I just feel like he's the type of nigga to stay out the spotlight. Like, when do we ever see Tobey Maguire, like, outside? Clips of Tobey Maguire just talking. Unless it's blatantly an interview. You know what I'm saying? This isn't promo. Promo for who? This nigga got caught sticking his spidey webs. You know what I'm saying? That's it. He just got caught with some ass cheeks in the webs. That's it.
so bad you need to date a 50-year-old to gain attention. There's so many young men out here you could have dated if you needed clout for a single or something. It's just weird. Toby, you're weird. Leo, you're weird. 50 and under 25s, this affliction y'all both suffer from, when you guys die, please make sure you're donating your brain to science so they can study them to the fullest capacity.
And he's probably gonna go right back to his 20-year-old girlfriend.
Wait a minute.
But I get it. This nigga Tobey Maguire obviously has like a red hair fetish.
Oh my god!
Y'all remember?
Oh shit. Now you talking game, Green. Now you talking game. I ain't even peeped that. Now you talking. That's what it is right there. It wasn't all that shit in the back. It's the hair.
Mary Jane had that same orange red hair. Oh yeah, bro, my third eye is open. This nigga Toby has a redhead fetish. It all makes sense now. Like, my third eye is open, bro. Why do y'all think these celebrities be hype every year to go to this all-white party? Because they get to do freaky shit like this. They get to cheat on their wives, husbands. Like, all the celebrities are in one place, bro. Like I said, this was never supposed to be captured on camera. This is just a glimpse of what goes on at these Diddy parties, bro. I'm telling y'all, multiple people get drugged. Honestly, Ice Spice probably doesn't even remember this. She was probably lit out of her mind. Cause I mean, let's be realistic. What would Spider-Man and Ice Spice even talk about, bro?
I'm not gonna lie, I think they're just talking.
Nah, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like you want to just say maybe they're just talking, but bro, it's so clear.
It's just a bad angle. It's gotta be.
Sure.
Cause this looks crazy. I think it's a bad angle. Look at his hand. Brother, that's the fucking arm grab. Nah, she up in his face. Hey man, good for you, Spider-Man. Good for you, man. Happy for you. Ice Spice would have never seen this coming in a million fucking years.
He definitely weird though. He probably taking advantage of her being drunk. Nah, I think that's a stretch. I think this is a very normal consensual situation, gang.
Once you sell your soul and get invited to Michael
I just don't know how you grabbed that from this picture.
Rubin's all-white party, anything can happen.
Word, man. Hey, Spider-Man still swinging, huh? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section later. I appreciate y'all. Where you at, family? I'll see you on the next one. I'm gone. Just put respect on Toby. Hey, bro. He's the GOAT. He's by far the best Spider-Man. Facts. Facts. I just saw someone get their ass beat over a sandwich. Jesus. The fuck was going on? Well, the Spider-Man actor seemed to be innocent except for the fact that he had a 30-year age gap relationship. Now, that is crazy. But at the end of the day, bro, like, I stop. If a girl is 20 plus, like, I'll acknowledge that it's still weird. But, you know, that's a grown woman, bro. If that's what she wants to do, like, let her live her fucking life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to be, because we can't just keep moving the goalposts. There is a fucking there's a number. It's 18. I feel like, and then we can still kind of look and debate 18, 19, 20, but 20 plus, it's like, all right, bro, watch out. Like, I don't care. That's between them and them. I'm not gonna call somebody a PDF because of that. If we're gonna get serious for a second. Toby said he ain't old yet. Yeah, them webs still slinging. He's still slinging them webs, man. All right. Next Vidski. Spam up.
Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto?
Like, this shouldn't be like some weirdo.
We got Myron Gaines crashing out over some bullshit again. Let's see what he's talking about. Spam up. 3, 2. Fellas, is it gay to marry a woman?
Like, this shouldn't be like some weirdo. Do not live with your girl, bro. Don't do it. Well, Myron, I want to get sex. Like, I want to be able to, like, you know, hang out with her and watch movies. No. Well, Myron, I live with a girl. That actually makes me less gay. No, it makes you very gay.
Guys, for the last...
Weirdo. The biggest of them all, bro. Myron is just the definition of a fucking moron. It's like he makes all the worst takes.
Last, like 7 years or so, it has essentially been my job to go onto the internet and find stupid shit to talk about. So naturally, I've seen and I've talked about a lot of stupid shit. And you know, it gets to a point where you really start to feel like you've just seen it all, like there's nothing really left to surprise you, nothing to catch you off guard. And right when you finally start to feel confident with that assessment, some guy gets in front of a camera and says that it's gay to marry a woman, and you gotta start all over again. Over the last 10 years, online discourse about what makes a man gay has become so unbelievably absurd that I honestly believe if you had a time machine and you went back 10 years ago today and you uploaded a skit onto YouTube of you just saying the bullshit that manosphere guys say these days about like what makes you a man or what makes you gay, anybody who was unfortunate enough to come across that skit would think that you were genuinely fucking insane, that you had lost your mind. And the reason that I say that is because the other day I came across a clip from Myron Gaines. If you don't know who Myron Gaines is, basically he's like if Ben Shapiro and Andrew Tate had a baby that grew up and unfortunately discovered podcast equipment. Yeah, that's basically Myron Gaines. I came across a clip from one of his streams where he claims that living with a woman makes you gay. No, I'm not. Well, actually, I am paraphrasing. He didn't say gay. He used a different word. But the idea was that living with a woman as a man makes you a gay man. And it's just...
Yeah, that's a great point, chat. If marrying a woman is gay, what does marrying a man make you? Huh. By his logic, at least.
It's like, I think we're here, guys. This is it. This is the point of no return. We have gotten to a point where people are either just actually this fucking insane that they can say stuff like this and really believe it, or we're living in a time so crazy that people feel the need to say stuff like this, even if they don't really buy into it, just so they can stand out. Because you have to say shit like this these days to stand out. Neither reality is too good, I don't think. Now, normally, I don't really platform shit like this on the channel, but when I saw this clip, it was just so outlandish that I couldn't help myself, I'm not gonna lie. I tracked down the original stream and got some context for before and after the clip because the clip itself was only like 25 seconds and it was also maybe the worst quality I've ever seen from a clip ever. Had to watch a lot of the stream to get this for you guys, so hope you're happy. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
I'm just gonna say this because it came up a couple of days ago, right?
I hate that he just went to a different angle and spun in frame like he was the coldest nigga ever to tell y'all some bullshit. This nigga said, click, spin, rotation right into the camera. And another thing. Yo, shut the fuck up.
Weirdo. Tate was talking about like having the HQ with the boys, right? And Nick Fuentes talked about it as well. And I saw a lot of people like, oh, that's weird, that's gay, living with your friends or whatever. Yo, I've been telling you guys this shit for years. Do not live with your woman. Like, this shouldn't be like some weirdo shit. Do not live with your girl, bro. Don't do it. Well, Myron, I want to get sex. Like, I want to be able to, like, you know, hang out with her and watch movies. No. I'm going to tell you why. Living with your girl is going to make you a fucking shit. Okay? It's going to make you a fucking...
All right, so,
Bro, these guys are such morons. There's the thing, man. And I'm going to give you guys what I feel like he's trying to say, which Myron is such a fucking moron. I hate to even like try to figure out where his brain is coming from. But here's the thing, bro. If you're a young man, you're upcoming, and you have a group of friends that have like mind as you, you know, similar ambition, what could be a good idea is getting a spot with your bros for a year or so, locking in, putting your head down, and you know what I'm saying, and potentially building something. You know, it's not so different from the concept of maybe like the AMP guys. If you guys know anything about content creation, AMP, they're big, they're a big group, they have a house together, they live together. But I guarantee you, every single one of them, especially if they have a relationship and how rich and successful they are, they have a spot with their women or family or their relation. You know what I'm saying? Now, you probably don't want to rush into fucking living with your girl either if you just got a girl. Like, there's so much nuanced conversations that can be had. But it's like, to just flat out be like, if you live with your girl, you're going to become gay. It's like, that's just not true. There's so many pros that can happen of living with your girl and building that relationship for the next potential step of y'all maybe even getting married. You know what I'm saying? Shit, in my personal opinion, I wouldn't want to marry. Now, this is not advice, but in my head, how do I know I want to marry somebody if I never lived with them? You mean I got to spend the rest of my life with this person and I don't even know what it's like to live with this woman? What if I love her and appreciate her all the time outside of the home, but then I find out that she don't like to shower? You know what I'm saying? Or some weird shit. Like, no. Like, I want to live with this woman. I want to experience this woman. If I'm going to potentially make her my wife one day, at least that's my personal opinion. So, again, just makes no fucking sense. Now, I do think there is a demographic of guys that, you know, end up moving in with their girls and maybe like cut off their friends, or maybe they get so caught up in their relationship that they don't have a life outside of their relationship anymore. Maybe they have a toxic relationship, so it potentially becomes distracting. Like, okay, those are very specific scenarios, but there's also a bunch of healthy, thriving relationships of people living together. So again, this is just bullshit. If you, like, I don't understand how anybody watches Myron Gaines. I'm looking at, like, it's actually baffling me. Like, I'm looking over at this corner right here because he's live streaming. He has over 1,000 people on Rumble, over 1,000 people on Kick, and whatever this platform is. Like, people are actually watching and listening to this nonsense.
I don't really have any skin in the game on such a topic. I personally do not give a single shit about who you live with, whether you want to live with your girlfriend, whether you want to live with a bunch of your friends, whether you want to live with some person you met off Craigslist. I don't really fucking care. However, just as a human with what I hope is a functioning brain, might not be after how much of this shit-ass podcast I had to watch. At one point, this guy was advocating to bring back slavery. I mean, it's really something. The idea that living with a woman, and as he just said, living with a woman with the goal of having sex with that woman frequently is somehow the behavior of a gay man, yet a grown-ass man having what he calls an HQ with the boys isn't? I mean, that's something. I don't really know what you'd call that. Maybe like mental gymnastics, maybe the result of like a lifetime of coping with your inner.
There's a saying, you should only take advice from people you aspire to be. And Myron being single and not talking to any woman is why we should not listen to his advice. I don't get it. I mean, that's what I've been saying about Myron. I mean, if you look at Myron, he talks about physiques all the time. He has a podcast named Fresh and Fit, and he does not look fresh or fit. He looks like a loser. He talks like a loser. I've never seen no bad bitches around Myron except for him grilling them on his podcast. Nobody likes him. I mean, but he got money though. We know that's the only thing that we know about Myron that's quote unquote positive. He has money. You're still lame. You're just a rich lame.
Thoughts.
With a microphone.
No, but it's definitely something. I mean, seriously, this is the kind of shit that dudes would say in the 40s when it was just too dangerous for them to come out and say that they were gay. I mean, yeah, I just like to live with a bunch of dudes and all we do is talk about each other and work out. It's just more fun that way. It makes me a better man. Women are kind of gross. Why would I want to live with one? What do you mean, why don't we ever wear clothes?
But living with her is fucking gay. Either live alone or live with other guys that are high fucking earners, high go-getters, and iron sharpens iron, bro. Iron sharpens iron.
Okay, so I'll bite just because this fucking viewpoint is so stupid. If the whole idea, if like the whole ideology here is that women are dumb and they're weak and they'll just bring you down, does that not mean that you are weak if you let that happen? Like, are you really a strong, worthwhile, valuable man if you have to live with a bunch of other dudes to not be a lazy piece of shit? Because to me, you sound like a loser. If you have to be around a bunch of other dudes who are constantly telling you what to do, maybe you should work on being good on your own. If you can't just self-motivate, if you have to be around other people constantly to get anything done, if you have to be around high earners to be a high earner, do you really have the capability to do anything on your own? Or are you just a lousy follower? Because I thought that's like the worst thing to these guys. Aren't you supposed to be like an alpha leader? I don't know. Seems like the whole ideology kind of collapses in on itself when all these strong dudes apparently cannot be strong dudes if they're around a woman for too long. Sounds like you're actually pretty fucking weak in the mind if that's the case. Doesn't really seem all that alpha or impressive to say, I can only behave like the people who are around me. If everyone around me is lazy, I mean, what other option do I have?
If you don't understand these rules, here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna constantly get used and abused by women. You're gonna always get fucking, thrown to the side of the road, cheated on, or you.
Yo, look at the books back here. I just noticed this. This is crazy, chat. Look at what this nigga has in the back. Why women deserve even less. I don't even need to listen to anything else. This is what this guy has propped up in his background as he's just yapping bullshit. Bro, this is a book that he's promoting. He's trying to platform this. I don't even know how my eyes caught that. Why women, yo, that's actually insane. Yo, this guy is crazy, bro.
Or just like basically like taken advantage of.
Whoa, wait, now I'm really like reading his background, bro. Chat, look at this. In this house, we believe women are... Whoa, whoa. Yeah, bro. If you didn't believe that Myron Gaines was a fucking idiot before, if you were not sold and he wasn't misogynist and racist, I don't know what else to, I don't know. We don't need any more proof. Look at what was in his background, yo. I'm almost scared to zoom in.
Girls are gonna constantly talk back to you. They're not gonna take you seriously. They're gonna disrespect you, and you're just gonna live a miserable life. And this is what your father, your uncle, your brother, none of these are gonna tell you what I'm telling you. Okay? This is decades of fucking experience. Living with your girl is not a good idea in most situations. It really isn't. Okay?
Okay, so like again, as he's saying here, he says this is from decades of experience. Is this him just admitting that he can't be around women too long or he becomes weak? Like, I doubt he'd ever come out and just say that flat out because I think he just wants to blame all of his issues on women, but that's what he's saying. You know, I don't know how else you'd really take it if he's saying this is from decades of experience.
I just feel like I gotta put a disclaimer out there for YouTube. I just feel it for some reason. YouTube, I want to make it very clear I'm not condoning or saying I agree with anything that Myron Gaines in this clip is saying or showing. We're talking about it. We're actually talking against it and providing more awareness that people should not be following or paying attention to this. I don't know. I just feel like I got to put that out there, YouTube. I just feel it. I just feel it in there. I'm not condoning this. I'm analyzing and talking against it.
experience. Is that not him admitting that any time he has lived with a woman, he's become lazy and lost his self-respect? If that's what's happening here, I feel like that's a reflection of you rather than any sort of reflection on the woman.
Like, yo, if you gotta run shit by your girl, what are you doing? What the fuck? I don't want to do business with some nigga that's gotta ask his wife for permission. That's fucking bro. That's gay. That's stupid. Well, Myron, I live with a girl. That actually makes me less gay. No, it makes you very gay because your girl's going to turn you into a fucking bitch. Okay? Your girl's going to 100% turn you into a bitch because women are lazy. Do you get that? Women are fucking lazy. They're not like us. They don't have a natural proclivity to fucking work.
The funniest thing on the planet to me is...
Look, YouTube, if you want to watch the rest of this video, I'm going to link it. But I just want to actually... I just want to see something real quick. We'll end the video off like this. We'll end the video off like this. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all tell me if this is who you aspire to be like. If the answer is no, do not consume that man's content. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. Where you at, family? I'll see you on the next one. I'm gone. I can't believe I just couldn't grasp any more of that, bro. I can't lie. Just not feeling it. Was not feeling it at all. Was not feeling it at all. How y'all feeling, man? I think that's all the vids I got for today, for real. That's really all I got for today, man. That's really all I got for today. But I think we had a good stream. How y'all feeling? Nice shirt. Thank you. I'm good. I'm good. I'm feeling good. Freaking. I just found out it's the 4th of July tomorrow, so I'm probably going to decide on whether I'm going to engage in some festivities or I'm just going to chill, maybe catch up on some sleep or something. Cloud turns 20 tomorrow. I know. Happy birthday to my nigga Cloud, man. Happy early birthday. We should raid somebody today. Who can we raid? Who's live right now? Dior's live? I'm starting a raid for Dior, man. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. Where you at, family? Tap into the Twitch stream, YouTube, because my stream's gonna end here in a second. I love y'all so much, man.
Tyson Spicy Chicken said, yo, I do. What was the best school lunch? Do they got a tier list of that? School lunch tier list? That, bro.
Let me just see the raid go through real quick.
I ain't gonna lie. King Mike, what up? What? Bert, thank you so much for the raid, my nigga. Bert, if you in here, what's the best school lunch? I ain't gonna lie. I feel like the best school lunch had to be those like
Mexican
cheese,
pizza.
like those